He said there's 90 things on your GoPro. I said, you better let me look at that before you...
October 29, evening hunt, Nomad Outdoors.
A lot of time in the bathroom or something with my feet.
Deer bear, hunting lonesome on the private land. Me and the gray bear going out, brave it in a windstorm on...
how much you want for that one? Let me guess.
Yeah.
$5,000 for 3 pieces.
Brave it in the windstorm up in a tree stand. So it goes.
Couldn't be one here. Like hunting first
Deer hunting area.
Just waiting for us, could there? No, of course not.
Well, of course. We're not even ready.
I'm telling you, I had thought about putting a stand down there because they crossed the road that one time. Remember we were coming out here and they were like diddly bopping along? They're lazy like us. Keep going.
Until we're right on top of them. So we're stalking out to our stands just in case. Oh yeah. Damn it.
She's running right into the wind. Right into the wind.
funny when they do that.
I thought Fred Bear did it all the time. What the heck?
Staring straight at us.
I think back in the day, back in the 40s and 50s, those deers were just stupid.
Yeah.
Nowadays they're so smart with all the technology.
Much smarter nowadays.
Much smarter.
Wow. That's a hell of a day to stalk. Yeah. So
That was probably the same one to come in.
are you locked and loaded?
No, not now.
I was gonna say, if you want to lead, keep one in the bow. And then, you never know.
I'm just gonna dig it along.
We just kicked up another deer. Obviously, we're hunting a bedding area right underneath our stand. So all we can do is hope they didn't freak out. Try to get ourselves set up. Maybe they'll come back around, circle back in. What's that?
She ran off. Looks like she came right down the tree.
Stealth back into our stand, get up there. There's a good chance they just ran off and bedded back down.
Yep.
Or they're gonna circle back around to bed back down. So I think we move slow enough. If we keep moving slow enough to our stand, I don't think we'll spook anything. We finally made it back to our stands and kept getting stopped by having to stalk up on deer that were bedded down in this windstorm. So we're going to get ourselves set up for the evening. Hope for the best. Awful darn windy though.
We're having a good time. So,
Back on private land with Deer Bear, he seems to be having some really good success. And he's got this doe that came in, and trailing behind it was a spike or a forkhorn. Little time-lapse photography to speed up the approach of this buck as he comes through. Unfortunately, trying to thread an arrow through a tree line is never an easy task, but an eager hunter and one without a buck on the wall is going to take a few risks. Deer Bear was in a lucky spot tonight. After he missed on that small buck, 3 more deer came in a little bit later on that same stand. It appears he was in a lucky spot tonight. We're going to watch things unfold as he tries to decide what he's going to do, as 2 does and a buck come right in towards him and then split off and go 2 different directions. Let's see how he plays it. Once again, luck is never with the hunter. These deer circled off over in the corner there and pretty much held that position for quite some time. Jerry Bear got to sit up there and watch them as they played tiddlywinks over there for a few minutes before they wandered off in the opposite direction. Might as well have a seat, buddy. Not much more to see at this show. Although the audio didn't quite pick up on the GoPro, Jerry Bear was doing everything he could to be running a couple of series of grunts with some doe bleats, trying to call these deer back in. Originally, he got them to come in by grunting and bleating. Once they separated, though, and went opposite directions, and then trailed back and tried to round back up, he just couldn't call them in close enough to get a shot at them or even get a good view on camera. So, unfortunately, they stuck in that one spot over there for quite some time, and he grunted and bleated, and they hung out there listening, but they sure didn't want to come in. So, we're going to cut and see what's going on with the old gray bear and cruel dog.
We're holding on for dear life up here. Hoping this wind will die down. We have 2 hours to deal with it. Deer bear got a shot at a spike. I didn't tell the story, but spike 1, hunter 0. All you hunters out there know what happens when the last thing you look at is the antlers. leave it at that. Okay, we have a deer bear, or a gray bear, up here on public land, Gladwin County. I'm going to score some kind of deer on video. Kicked up 4 or 5 on the way in, bedded down. We're hoping this wind dies down. We'll circle back around, come back in. I see that it's cold. I see that it's windy. And it seems to be blowing up my back. It's delicious. Other than tolerating this horrible wind for the last 2 hours, pretty much gonna put a wrap on today. We haven't seen anything other than the does we spooked on the way in. These next 15 minutes bring something that's not gonna get on camera. It's the end hunt for October 29th.
Not much of a need to check back with Deer Bear. He's in the same boat that we were. As soon as that sun set and it got dusky out, them deer shut right down. Nothing was moving. But hey, we'll catch you next time on Nomad Outdoors.